My educational philosophy stems from the idea that everybody in the world should be moral, and education should help to teach morality. I'm not talking about religion. Religion does follow morals that I am talking about, but don't steal, don't cheat, don't kill, don't lie. Those are standards in my book. And lying and cheating and stealing all happen in this article about Glastonbury Public Schools. I cannot believe that some people would go to these lengths to get a better education. My parents moved out of a town, I'm not going to say which one, because they didn't believe that my sister and I would get a good education from that being our hometown. They believed it would be basically babysitting, and the statistics from current reports say that yes, it pretty much was babysitting those students of my age bracket when they went to that school. Again, I'm not saying which district it was. But they would never lie and say, we live in a town closer another direction, and drop us off. In fact, my dad hated that my mom spent money driving me to school because I wouldn't get on the bus. And in Texas, we pay for bus systems. So that's mom talking to my dad about me not wanting to be on the bus. But people in this article about the crackdown, even the cops are going kind of wackadoodle, if you'll excuse the expression. They say we should be seeking reimbursement from people who commit a larceny. Yes, reimbursement, fine. But can they afford $13,000 per student of reimbursement per year if they live somewhere else? Or Glastonbury has such a high standard. How can people afford to pay for that? It baffles me. On a more positive note, I have an article about Illing Middle School in Manchester receiving a famous assistant principal. I looked for all sorts of information about this guy. I'm going to butcher his name because I didn't find ways to pronounce it online. Uwe Azundi? I don't know. I apologize profusely if I mispronounced that name. But he was on the Buffalo Bills, and instead of becoming handicapped when he had his first child, so the article says, he wanted to go into pursuing education as a counselor. And this was more preferable to him than being a coach. And it makes a lot of sense that he would get this new direction in his life from people at UConn because his father worked as a professor at UConn. And the article ends with a quote from him saying that he wants to encourage kids to move more for themselves. And I love that because that's another part of the morality that I was talking about earlier. I want kids to want more for themselves as well. So I really hope that I get to work with you Mr. Osande. And I hope that before I meet you in person, I'll learn how to pronounce your name. Thanks everybody for listening, and subscribe to my channel, please.